Hi, YouTube fans. This is Matt. Well, I'm well bundled up because it's very, very cold outside, but despite the very, very cold weather, I am on my first Route 35 RTD bus ride I've taken in over 4 years. I repeat, this is the first time in over 4 years I've been on a Route 35 bus to get to places I'd like to go. I just passed Colorado Boulevard, and now I am en route to South University Boulevard. Okay, I am off the bus, and I am at Hamden and South University Boulevard. Look at all this. Yep, now I am heading to, actually, I stand corrected. I'm not quite at South University Boulevard yet, but I'm close. I'm about 3/4 of a block away. And I'm on a, oh goodness, it'd be a street that would be, even though it's not geographically certified as such, it would be the equivalent to Gaylord or York. Actually, more like York. But I am going to South University Boulevard, and when I get there, I am going to Cherry Creek and get me a good bite to eat. Because I'm sick of no matter how well I do the cooking, I'm sick of all the home cooking food. No matter how good you are. Restaurant food is unbeatable sometimes. Yep, probably going to stop off at Shake Shack and get me something on the cheap side. I got limited financial means. Yep. Okay.
Wait.
I'm just going to stand here and wait for the stop. I won't stand here and talk for a real long period of time, but I'll talk a little bit longer before I pause and come back later on. This clip will, or this part of the video vlog will be all in one video vlog in itself, so it's not separate. Oh, I better wait. Don't have a walk signal just yet. Ah, there we go. See? See that? Oh goodness. Okay. I had to cross the street quick so somebody didn't turn and cut and bump me off. And I was watching like a hawk when I crossed the street because Well, all of you know why. And for those of you who don't why, so I can avoid not prevent having happened to me what happened April 6th, 2011, which was I was badly struck as a pedestrian by a car, and I had a very bad head injury. Almost died. Okay, I'm going to keep going and keep going until I get to the stop. Good God, where is this stop? Oh, man. Oh, I see it. It's coming up. It's coming up. Yep. Okay. Okay, that's as close as I'm going to get to what's far away. Right over there is the actual intersection of East Hamden and South University Boulevard. Yeah, standing right about here was where a story idea happened on November 15th or 17th of 1984. This is, you know, for fictional purposes, or a fictional instinct of what could have happened. And that was that a bus broke down, an old GMC 1965 or 1967 model truck that had an old 671 Detroit diesel in it. Yeah, it broke down. A fan belt broke, or a radiator hose blew out. I think it was more like the radiator hose blew out. And then a relief driver came driving up because the guy was off duty, and he offered to finish the route before he came over through the communications that they would have back then. And then everybody that was on the bus, including Ronnie Morales, got on. And they kept going until they got at approximately South Exposition and South University Boulevard and East Exposition, and that's when the truck overheated or something, just kept going down, dunk, and it died. And then he gets off the bus, and well, I'm not going to say anything else, or I'll give the whole story away. Okay, let me do flip around, and I'll show you another. Look at that. That's a really neat building. That one right there. Look at that. I believe that's a pretty nice apartment building. Well, I'll have to stop now because I need to really keep my eyes peeled for the bus. But thank you, everybody, and stay tuned. There's going to be more exciting things happening that will be on the vlog. Thank you. Well, I am off the 73, and boy, it's been quite an experience. You don't want to be outside on a day like this unless you are very well bundled up and you got a thick ski mask on your face. Oh boy, it's 2 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels more like 6 below. I'm not kidding. It's cold, 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 cold. But I only have to wait about 12 minutes for the 73, and then I am to the stop that is close to where I live. Yep. And I'm sure glad. In fact, why don't we take a look at something? That is a subdivision that is part of Lowry. And that is the old Lowry Air Force Base right over there. There. In fact, I'm going to do a more of a close-up. Oh yeah, look at that. And there is 6th Avenue and Quebec, or Quebec. Oh, I will sure be glad to be home. Because not only will it be warm, I bet the kitty Isabella is going to miss me terribly. Yep, I sure do. And inside here, I got some nice 7-inch singles that I got for 99 cents each. Without having to buy a lot of grab bag items. It's a pretty good deal. So just stay tuned, there's gonna be even more. Hi, kitty. You're on YouTube. Yeah, you're on YouTube. How are you, kitty? Did you like the nice stuff we were seeing on YouTube? I mean, not on YouTube. Well, yes, it was on YouTube. Did you like the stuff we were watching? And that's the stuff about the inaugural ceremony? Huh? Didn't you like that at all? Well, even if you didn't like it, I still love you anyways. You're a lovable kitty cat. Yes, you are. You're a good kitty, 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 kitty. Well, I gotta start my YouTube vlog, okay? Hi, YouTube fans. This is Matt of Post April 6th YouTube channel. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a continuance. What I was doing yesterday, because I originally intended to end the vlog yesterday, but as soon as I got home, I was not only tired, my shoulders and my neck were hurting. And I mean hurting. And my face was feeling chapped. And, you know, I want to say distressed, but it was all, it would be more like, hurting and cracked in a certain way because of the weather was so cold. No matter how well I hooded myself and put the, you know, the winter hat over my head, I was still cold. Because I tell you, by the time I got home, roughly, oh goodness, I can't remember the exact time verbatim. I think it was somewhere between, about About 9 o'clock at 9:30, I was very, very worn out. And I immediately, after I went to the bathroom, after I was about to explode because I've been holding it so long, I went into the kitchen and I made a cup of coffee, and I took 3 different cold snap medications, tablets of cold snap, and some other medications that prescription that I can't talk about. And here, let me relight my pipe. Flame was set a little high. And, well, aside from this vlog, and it's being uploaded as we speak, I am doing a little bit of jamming on my guitar, my acoustic guitar, because that's the only guitar I got. Excuse me. And hold on a second. Okay, I'm back again. I had to pause and get my bearings, my mind back together. It's a video vlog, like I think I've already said, of me jamming my acoustic guitar, a blues any guitar, and I wasn't just using a guitar pick going ding 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 ding, boing boing boing, doing doing doing. No, I wasn't doing that. I was using these fingers, and I was just doing some vroom 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 vroom, and I was using this thumb to do dun 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 bum 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 with the lightest string, because I want to say that it would be the 6th string, but there's various opinions and beliefs about which one would be the 6th string and which one would be the 1st string. In fact, I'll get my guitar out and do an exact demonstration so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, I have to really step back a certain way to get this to work right. Yeah, I lost my, because see, my tripod for the guitar got destroyed. Or no, the guitar, the tripod that I hook up to the smartphone got destroyed. So what I do is I put it on top of a bucket, and I turn the bucket upside down, and I use that as a makeshift or possible replacement, substitute, partial, or at least a little more than a partial, but a substitute or a solution, the best solution I have in my possession as a tripod. Okay, so anyways, back to the guitar. Some people would think this string right here is the 6th string, or and other people would think it would be the 1st string, and that this, the heaviest string, is the 6th, and it's vice versa with some other people, meaning that the heaviest string, this one right here, would be the 1st string, and this one down here would be the 6th string, and this one would be the 5th, and this one would be the 4th, and this one would be the 3rd, and this one would be the 4th, and this one would be the 6th. So let me do this all over again, because I might have gotten a little sidetracked. Okay, let's say for sake of argument that it is pretty much a general rule by all guitar manufacturers that this would be the first and this would be the sixth. So this would be the first, this would be the second, this would be the third, this would be the fourth, this would be the fifth, and this would be the sixth. Now, if some people would think vice versa, then this would be the first, this would be the second, this would be the third, this would be the fourth, this would be the fifth, and this would be the sixth. Okay, enough of an example on the guitar. I'll be right back. Okay, so back to yesterday. I originally had planned to go on the 35 to South University and East Hamden and get off where I'm supposed to, and then walk an extra block that would be actually away from Hamden, or excuse me, where they meet like this. It'd be just a little bit further down that way, a little bit further west. And then after I got to the stop on South University, I would wait for the 24. And then when I got on the 24, what I would do is I would take that until about 2nd or 3rd Avenue, and I would get off and go to Shake Shack. Well, I had to wait for, and I kid you not, over 25 minutes for the next, for the 24. And believe me, it's not because I was bored. It was because I was cold. And I would put my hand over my nose like this. Or I would take my handkerchief out and go like this. I mean, I'm not doing that just just to get people to think, oh, he's a good actor. No. That's me doing the best demonstration of how it would actually be, because it was so cold, and the tips of my toes were feeling cold. And here, let me take the camera off here, and I'll bring the camera down closer to my the other half of my leg. Just a sec. Okay, this part of my leg, from the knee down, lower legs instead of upper legs, because upper legs would be about here. Okay, and when I got on, I decided against getting off on 3rd Avenue and going to Shake Shack because of this reason. Twist and Shout Records closed at 7 p.m. And at the time the bus was coming, if I stopped at 3rd Avenue to go to Shake Shack. By the time I got done eating at Shake Shack, it would be, even if I really scarfed my food down quick, which is not good for you. You really shouldn't do that unless you really have to and it's very necessary to do it. And this wouldn't be very necessary. I would have to be in a situation where the bus would pick me up at 6:40, 6:42, and then I would have to take that to Colfax, and then I'd have to, really hightail it. I mean, pretty much run to 3 blocks, well, about 2.5 blocks approximately, to Elizabeth and Colfax, and go into Twist and Shout Records, and I'd only have about 5 minutes, if that, to shop around to find a couple of cheap 7-inch singles. So what I did was right, and here's what I actually did. I'll repeat that again if I didn't make that clear enough in the beginning. When the 24 came, I stayed on the 24 until I got to Colfax. Now, that was a wise move, because that gave me about 20 minutes to shop around inside Twist and Shout Records. And I made sure to really just shop around after I made up my mind on 2 singles to buy. And I shopped around until 2 minutes before close. And then I went over to the register. And then I paid. And then I went to Subway. Hold on, I'm going to pause again and I'm going to show you a nice receipt. Okay, let's give this a try. I hope it shows up. It's right here. That comes to $2.60. Now, here's what I got. And I cannot say the exact address of the Subway, because that could get me in a whole hell of a lot of trouble with the Subway Corporation. I got, oh, that dumb broad, she forgot to charge me. I was supposed to get some, I got a Subway, and I think I got $3, a $3 credit for the sub sandwich, and I got some chips. And well, the girl was a nice girl, and she did the sandwich right, but she doesn't speak any English. I don't think she intentionally did anything wrong, but she's probably new, and she's not broken in. She doesn't know how to pay full attention. Well, okay, where this Subway is, I'll say this much. It is near North Josephine and Colfax. That's all I got. That's all I'm willing to say. It's right in between York and it's in right. York would be here. Josephine would be right here. It's right in the middle. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Everything else. And I had a good time. And the woman who was probably the supervisor on duty, she could speak English, but she was, Hispanic, and she did everything she could to train this girl right, and she was very patient with the young girl. And I ate the food, and I got the soft drink, and I waited there until about 7:25, and then what I did was I showed the girl who actually did the sandwich. She was a younger girl who didn't speak any English, because I did the best I could to speak to her in Spanish. You know, I say tosta por favor, meaning toast the sub sandwich. It was a meatball sandwich with meatball with marinara. And then I got the chips, and I made sure to ask before I submitted my debit card for payment. I said, so then I get a $3 credit, right? And she says, yes. I said, okay. So, and then what I did was, again, after I ate, and I used the restroom really quick. I showed her a picture of my pet kitty cat Isabella. And then I looked at the watch. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go. And I hot-footed it to Colfax, and or no, excuse me, to Josephine, where the stop is, and tried to wait for the 40. I came a minute too late. Shame on me. It's my fault. Yeah. That's the way it goes. So then what I did was I waited there for about 2-3 minutes, about 2 minutes, and I kept looking down that way, and I kept looking, and I thought to myself, it ain't gonna work. I looked at the transit app and I thought, okay, I better really start walking fast to get to the 6th Avenue bus, the number 6. And I did too. In fact, at certain parts I would run. I would almost run because I was walking so fast. And the other good thing that I had in my favor was I had on some what's called sneaker cleats, or cleats. And it was a good thing I had that on, because believe me, it was slick out there. I didn't slip once. Thank God. And then what I did, once I got to 6th Avenue and just a little past Josephine, I waited at a bus stop, and the driver pulled over, but you know, he was all pointing his finger at me, and he didn't speak very well. He must have had a larynx injury, a throat injury. And he said, you should have it. And I said, I'm sorry, sir. I'm really sorry. I didn't know. He said, and then I said to him, I promise in the future I'll wait at this stop up here. He said, okay. And I got on, and there was not very many people that got on, so it was nice and quiet, because it was so cold outside, nobody wanted to get out. And I got off on Quebec, and I only had to wait about 11 to 12 minutes for the 73. And then I got on the 73, and I took it to well, I'll go ahead and say it, to Jefferson, and then I walked down Jefferson, and I went into the post office where my P.O. box is, and I kept pushing. I pushed about 3-4 times on the door, and then I thought to myself, well, they probably locked up the door because it's so cold. And then I keep walking, and I mean, I'm like shivering, I'm just like feeling really tense. I'm probably walking about like this, and I'm just going like this to prevent frostbite, because it wasn't just 10 degrees or 11 degrees. It was, because I looked at my smartphone, 2 degrees above zero, but with the wind chill, it felt more like 2 to 3 below. I mean, it was really bone chilling cold. Ooh. And when I got in, I did what I already stated. Okay, so I'll go ahead and fast forward to today. I woke up a little after 10:30, and I got up, I did the dishes, and I cooked some breakfast that I always like to cook. Or no, actually, I take that back. I cooked. I heated up some biscuits, and I cooked up the gravy after I browned the bacon. And while that was stewing, and I had it on low heat so it didn't like overcook and ruin the flavor of the gravy, I browned some hash browns and I cooked 1 egg over easy. And I had biscuits and gravy and some hash browns and 1 egg. And then what I did was I made sure to double check some things with my checklist, and I printed out my checklist. And I also tried to get my W-2. I couldn't get that, but I did have a printout of my last receipt with the grocery store. And I did some other things. And then what I did was I packaged up an item I sold on eBay. It's a nice Skillcraft U.S. government pin that most of the postal workers had. I don't think they have those anymore, or at least they're a lot harder to find than they were 20, 30 years ago. So then when I come back, I reheat 1 bagel and I put some gravy on it. And then after I ate that, I made sure to grab all the items, and I double checked my folder, and then I took off. I left here 20 minutes before the appointment because I knew that I must show up on time at H&R Block. Now, I really cannot say what my tax return was because I don't want to experience this. Yep. Don't want to experience something like that. But what I did get was a Emerald MasterCard debit card, and I was issued an advance. But I'm not going to be able to get that until 6 or 7 days from now. What exact date it is, I'd better not say. And what is going to be on there? Okay, I'm going to have to be vague here. I'll tell you this much. It's somewhere between $130, but it's going to be less than $180. I mean, I'm really pushing my luck even saying that much. Yeah. But I've got enough of a EBT SNAP food budget, and I got 2 items that are up for sale on eBay, and there's going to be more. I'm going to put some more things up, and I'm going to do some more promoting with the things that are. I haven't reached down and pet my cat. That are things that are on pre-existing that are up for sale that have been relisted several times, because I want those things to go bye-bye. And it took me, I mean, because I didn't do it, a very highly skilled, really, really, really smart cookie of a tax, of a very well trained, because he took a special course, master tax preparation specialist. He's certified. He has a certifiable certificate, you know, to do this. You see, he got it all done, and then what happened is I left my house, or excuse me, that's not right. I left the retail location of the H&R Block that was open. It just happened to be about 300-400 feet away from where I got hit by a car. Yes. And then I walked home carefully. I went into my apartment, and you know, there it happened again. I really had to go to the bathroom really bad. And then I went in there and did what I needed to do. And I reheated the one bagel that I had left. And I also, and I didn't heat this up in the microwave. I put the gravy with little pieces of chopped up bacon, pieces be about that big, that was in the little stock pot. I put that in the, on the oven range burner. And I also cooked 2 scrambled eggs. And then what I did was I ate that up, and I filmed some things for the inauguration of President Trump. He's been sworn in, and I'm going to go over that carefully and decide whether I want to post it or not. Yeah. Now, before I forget, I almost forgot about this, but I looked over this way and it reminded me. Here is what I got. What this is I'm happy just to dance with you. Sorry, I got to cover up that. This is from, it's Capitol Records. It's called The Beatles. And on the other side is the Beatles movie melody. It plays certain parts of these songs. Magical Mystery Tour, All You Need Is Love, Should Have Known Better, Hard Day's Night, Ticket to Ride, and oh no, I misread. You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. That was in Help, the movie. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. I mean, the way he's singing, he sounds kind of like Bob Dylan. John Lennon is the one doing the singing. And here is a single by Creedence Clearwater Revival, and I think this one, I'm going to double check the dates. Okay, this one doesn't have any price tags on it, so I'll go ahead and display it. Commotion. It was 68 or 69, and the other one was Green River. I haven't listened to this one yet, but I tell you, I know that when I listen to it, because it's through Fantasy Records, I'm gonna have a ball. And why don't I interview the kitty again? Hold on. Hi, sweetie. Hi. How are ya? Yeah, you love being petted, don't you? You're a wonderful kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah. Yeah. You're a sweet kitty cat. Well, that's about it for this vlog. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this. And it's time for me to end the vlog now. Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.